Good morning, everybody. This is Robin S. Garland, and today's book we're going to talk about is How to Write a Book Proposal. Author Michael Larsen. Copyright is in 1997. Publisher Writer's Digest Books, and the total pages here is 206. Now, before I get started, I want to share this book I've had in my own library, one that I acquired back in 1999. Yes, that long ago, when I attended the Maui Writers Conference. It was a wonderful time, terrific weather. It was, the energy was so uplifting and exciting, and there was so much to learn, and everybody was in such a good mood. And the people that gave talks were published writers, and they all expressed, their pitfalls and their blessings of the writing business and what they've learned, and they wanted to share that information with us as we all sat down and just kind of soaked up the total atmosphere of the whole conference. Especially, it was in September, and the weather there was very, very warm, and it was just everybody was in their flowered shirts and their shorts, and it was just so casual. It was so comforting to just sit around and just listen to everybody give their talks and share their books. And this is one I bought the book from Michael Larsen. He actually signed this book for me, and I got to talk to him for a few minutes before the next person came in line to wanted their signature on his book. But this book I'm giving a talk today because I'm using it on a current book that I am writing right now, and it's a nonfiction. But it's something that I remembered that I had this book, and I started perusing it again and coming up with all sorts of information and things that I needed to jot down for my own interests. Now, how to write a book proposal. This rings true for anyone that wants to write a book, whether fiction or nonfiction. It's a guide for aspiring and experiencing authors who seek to capture the attention of publishers and agents. And as you all know before, if you've written a book and you're trying to get one of the traditional ways of getting an agent who will try to promote your book and sell it to, publishers like Crown or Macmillan or Scholastic or one of those big name publishers. It's very hard to do that these days. So this is it's a comprehensive guide for writers like me who are trying to break out into the mainstream industry. Now, I've written a couple books and I self-published them, and I'm glad I did because I learned so much about the publishing industry. But that's my own personal experience. But this book, it's recognized as one of the most authoritative books, resources that any writer, whether experienced or just beginning, would provide. It provides step-by-step instructions, and it has real insights into the proposal writing process. Now, Larsen describes his book as a business plan for your own book. Some sections include the subject hook and the book hook, avoiding technical and legal problems, resources that you need, your bio, the outline, verbs, and the structure. Sample chapters are ways to test market your book, selling your proposal. You want to get the top dollar. So it gives you all sorts of strategies to try to get your book and to get a great price from it from the get-go. And that's hard to come by these days. But with this book, and it's good, even though it was published back in 1999, it still holds true today. I tell you, it still has I'm in the publishing industry. I read Publisher Weekly, and I get all the information on social media and things like that. And I tell you, it's the same. It hasn't changed that much. It's still hard to get into, the big publishers, or even I've done indie publishing, and I learned so much by doing and publishing my own books. Actually, I should write a book on all of that. But anyway, this book also has in the back of the book examples of proposals and offers insights into the do's and don'ts of submission and how to avoid the common pitfalls that most of us do if we're just beginning. A unique feature of this book is the focus on marketing and branding, and by using social media and identifying potential markets. It also gives us examples of successful proposals, highlights into the do's and don'ts of submissions. Now, a writer's right, and I tell this to anybody who listens to me on my own YouTube channel where I give book reviews and TV reviews, movie reviews. Anybody requesting me to promote, what they're providing to the world as content in any form. I always stress that writer's right. You have to start with the first word. And I tell them at first, do not worry about all the English grammar and stuff. You have to get your story out right from the get-go. Then you go back and then you start doing the editing and things like that. There's a whole process to it before you write your book review or book proposal to get it out there to market. But this book shows us if you're already done, you're finished with your book, you think you've got all the pieces wrapped together and now you're ready to get it out there to those that can make your life a millionaire, if you will. That you have to get it all ready and shine like a dime and kind of come up with ideas that nobody else has come up with. So, it has that perfect hook that the world is needing right now. So you have to write, and the more you know and the more information that you gain, you're going to be successful. And so with that, until next time, happy reading.